Hello everyone, welcome back to Indian Online School. Hope you all are doing great. And in today's video, I'm going to explain you about Class 8 SOF English Olympiad. So let's get started. So students, this English Olympiad paper comprises of 50 questions and this is for 60 marks. And you will be given 60 minutes time to complete this paper. And coming to the different sections, this paper is divided into 4 different sections. The first section is called Word and Structure Knowledge. In this section, you will be getting questions from grammar and vocabulary. And each question in this section carries 1 mark. Okay. Now, coming to the second section, it is called reading. In this section, you will be given 2 passages. You have to read the passages carefully and answer the questions that follow. And in this section also, each question carries 1 mark. Now comes your third section, which is called spoken and written expression. So in this section, you will be given some conversations and you have to complete each conversation using the most suitable option. Okay, and in this section also, each question carries 1 mark. Now comes your last section, which is called Achievers section. In this section, you will be getting questions from grammar, vocabulary, and conversation. But unlike the previous sections, in this section, each question carries 3 marks. Okay, so let's go back to our first section. So, word and structure knowledge is your first section. So, if the question is given like, ice floats if you dash it in water. Okay, so here you need to use the correct word or phrase to complete each sentence. Okay, so here this sentence, ice floats if you dash it in water, this is in the simple present tense. And you need the main verb to be in first form, that is in the present tense. So here the correct answer would be ice floats if you drop it in water. Okay, so like this, you have to complete all the questions using the correct option. So let's go to the first question of this paper. Dash is very slow, unfortunately, but it should speed up really soon. So here you need a word, that too, you need a noun to complete this sentence. So developing, this can't be your correct answer. Development, yes, this could be a noun. Developed is again a verb, developmental is an adjective. So the correct answer is development. Okay, so development is very slow, unfortunately, but it should speed up really soon. Next, we really like dash of the new classes this year. So here it can't be these of the new classes. One another, no. Several of the new classes. Okay, right. So here it should be we really like several of the new classes this year. My friends dashed football until late last night. So what were they doing until late last night? They were playing football until late last night. I dashed maths all weekend until I realized I had a history test on Monday. So it should be I had been studying maths all weekend until I realized I had a history test on Monday. Next, he can speak Dutch dash, which is quite rare for English people. So here you need a word to describe this action, speak. So it means you need an adverb here. He can speak Dutch fluently, which is quite rare for English people. So option A is your correct answer. The dash finalist walked onto the field proudly. So the glorious finalist. So here you need a word to describe this noun, finalist. Okay, so it should be the glorious finalists walked onto the field proudly. So option B here. The car keys are dash top of the fridge dash the paper. So here you need appropriate prepositions to complete this sentence. The car keys are on top of the fridge under the papers. Okay, so it should be option B. Next, the new captain walked through the doors as dash he was a king. So it should be the new captain walked through the doors as though he was a king. So here as though is your subordinating conjunction. Now, things will never be the same after the changes you made. So it should be, you need a question tag here, okay? Things will never be the same after the changes you made. So you have to use this auxiliary to form the question tag. So this sentence is in negative, so you need a positive question tag. So it should be, will they? Next, Brian told me that he had a dash football all day yesterday until it rained. Brian told me that he had been playing football all day yesterday until it rained. Next, I have had this carpet that I bought from Mumbai for about 10 years. Dash I. So here you need a question tag. Okay. So this sentence is positive. So you need a negative question tag using the auxiliary that is present in the sentence. So here we have as the auxiliary. So form the negative question tag using the same auxiliary. So it should be haven't I. Next, go to the question number 12. Dash that I get to the finals, I doubt I will be champion. So here it should be assuming, attacking, thinking, remove. Okay, it should be assuming that I get to the finals. So just you need this word assuming because you doubt I will be champion. So it should be option A. Those vegetarian dishes, especially you cooked yesterday, were very tasty. So now here you're pointing to particular dishes that you cooked yesterday. So it should be those vegetarian dishes, especially the one you cooked yesterday, were very tasty. So the answer is option B here. Dash Chinese people often have dinner late at night. So here Chinese is indicating a nationality. So here we don't require any article because before nationality, you don't require any article. So here correct answer is no article. Next, deciding dash was a very bad idea. It's too far. So here deciding is your gerund form and here you need to walk, which is an infinitive, and that is your object for the given gerund. Deciding to walk was a very bad idea because it's too far. Next, don't worry, it will work. There's a method to his dash. So here it should be there is a method to his madness. Next, I need to get home so I can get these vegetables in the fridge before they go dash. So here it should be I need to get home so I can get these vegetables in the fridge before they go off. It means before they spoil or become rotten. Okay, so here it should be option B. Next, somebody needs to dash and claim this prize or it will go to waste. It means somebody needs to take the responsibility. Okay, so the phrasal verb which gives you the meaning of responsibility here, taking up the responsibility is step up. So somebody needs to step up and claim this prize or it will go to waste. Next, the flowers dashed so much in the past 3 days. So it should be what happened in the past 3 days? They have grown so much. So option A is your correct answer. I dash never been any good at football until I learned this simple trick. So here it is given in past tense. So you need had. I had never been any good at football until I learned this simple trick. The ceiling is dashed quite a bit. So I think we would get an engineer in. So it should be the ceiling is subsiding. What do you mean by ceiling is subsiding? It means it is lowering from the original position and it requires some repairing work. Okay. I live in the same dash area as all my friends. We all go in the same school. So here we require the word catchment area. So what do you mean by catchment area? It refers to a geographical area from which a particular facility, service, or resource draws its users or customers. Okay, so it should be option B here. Next, I dashed for a second and the clouds came over. So here it should be I dozed for a second and the clouds came over. Dozed means like you fell asleep for a short period of time. Okay, so it's option B. This is a very dash club. Absolutely anyone can be a member. So when it is like anyone can be a member, it should be like open to all, right? So it should be Catholic, which means universal. Okay. So option C is your correct answer. Now let's go to the question number 25. For questions 25 and 26, choose the correct synonym of the given word. Synonym means same meaning word. So here the first word is empower. So what do you mean by empower? to give somebody a power, okay, or some authority. So here the correct answer would be authorize. Okay, and then mutate. Mutate means change in the original form. So it could be option B, change. Now, for questions 27 and 28, choose the correct antonym of the given word. Antonym means opposite of the given word. So, purify means to make something pure. And the opposite of that would be pollute. Okay, so it's option A here. Next, scrutiny. Scrutiny means careful observation or examination. Okay, so now it can be remove, crush, glance. Okay, so here it is careful observation, and option C is the opposite, which is a glance. Next, for questions 29 and 30, choose the option with correct spelling. What is the spelling of the word? That means giving and kind. Okay, so the person who is very kind and giving, it is magnanimous. So it's option D, Magnanimous. Okay, so it's option D. What is the spelling of the word that means having healing powers? So it is therapeutic. It should be Therapeutic. Okay, so with this, we have completed the first section. Now let's go to the second section, which is about reading the given passages. So let's go to the first passage. For questions 31 to 35, read the passage and answer the questions that follow. So please read this passage carefully and answer the questions correctly. Okay. So this is the easiest part of the whole paper. Everything will be mentioned in the passage. You need to read it carefully. Okay. Now, if you read the passage, you will be able to answer these questions. Choose the best title or heading for the passage. So the answer for this passage is, answer for this question is, robot fish monitor the sea. So it should be option A. What do people call the robot? It is called Sophie, option D. How does the robot move around underwater? So by using a pump. Okay, so it's option B here. Now, what problem has the soft robot solved? It has solved the problem of crashing. Now, what does the word autonomous mean in the last paragraph? It means independent. Okay, so like this, you have to complete the passage questions. Okay, so now let's go to the second passage. For question 36 to 40, read the passage and answer the questions that follow. Okay, so read it carefully again and answer the questions correctly. Now, the first question is, choose the best title or heading for the passage. So it is about no more homework. Okay, it's option C here. Why did Petronella try this experiment? Okay, so she tried to reduce the tension for kids. It's option D. Which other country tried the same thing in 2018? So it is the option A, Canada. Next, Finland has stopped teaching dash at most grades. So it has stopped teaching subjects. It's option D. What is the meaning of the word efficacious in the paragraph 6? So efficacious means it is successful. Okay, so it's option A here. So with this, we have completed the section 2. Now let's go to the third section, which is spoken and written expression. For questions 41 to 45, choose the most suitable option to complete each conversation. John, I'm at my dash and can't find a solution. Mother, don't worry, I'm sure you will think of something. So here you are not able to find a solution. Okay, so it's not able to find a solution. It must be, I am at my wit's end. It means you're so confused that you don't know what to do. Okay, so it should be option C. It's called, I'm at my wit's end. Okay, wit's end means that you are so confused that you're not able to find the thing what you have to do. Okay, now let's go to the question number 42. Now, Alice, this essay is really difficult to start. Albert, I know, but we have dash get it finished before Monday. So here, it should be, I know, but we have got to get it finished before Monday. Okay, so here got to get is your correct answer, because Here, got to get means it is necessary or very urgent for you to complete this task. Okay, so we need this option A here. Next, Eric, I wish I dashed to the party last night. I'm so tired now. Okay, so you're regretting of the action that you have done in the past. Okay, like last night. So it should be, I wish I hadn't gone to the party last night. So it should be option D. Next, David, do you remember playing tennis when we were young? June, yes, sure I do. And I don't think I've dashed my touch at all. It's like, I don't think I've lost my touch at all. It means he still is able to play that. Okay, so it's option B. Next, Brett, if it hadn't been if it hadn't been for the lift we got, we would never have reached the hotel. Okay, so here if it hadn't been for the lift we got, we would never have reached the hotel. So here you need to form a question tag, and this part is your positive sentence. Okay, so here you need to form a negative question tag. So here would is the word that you need to use to form the question tag. So you have to form the question tag, positive question tag using the word would. So it should be option C, would be. Next, with this we have completed the third section, and now let's move to the last section of this paper, that is achiever section. So I repeat again, in this section you will be getting 3 marks for each question, so be careful while attempting this section. Okay, for questions 46 and 47, choose the correct word or phrase to complete each sentence. The gates will be opened slowly in dash with the instructions. So here it should be in accordance with the instruction. So in accordance with is your prepositional phrase. Okay, and here the word accordance is your noun which completes this given phrase. Okay, the gates will be opened slowly in accordance with the instructions. Now, I wish he dashed so rude to everyone when we go out. So here it's about wishing. It means it's a kind of conditional that you need here. Okay, so I wish he wouldn't be so rude to everyone when we go out. So it's option A. Choose the correct synonym of the word denounce. Okay, so denounce means to criticize somebody. Okay, so it can't be tolerate. So next one is excoriate, which means to yes, to criticize strongly. Okay, next you have exculpate means to free somebody from the blame, and repent means to regret. Okay, so here the correct answer for renounce will be option B, excoriate. It means to strongly criticize someone. Next, choose the correct antonym of the given word. Antonym means you have to find out the opposite of the given word. Altruistic. What do you mean by altruistic? It refers to the person who is very kind to others, who thinks about the welfare or well-being of the people. Okay, it means a person who is not selfish. Okay, who's very kind. So here the opposite of that would be selfish. Okay, so answer C is your correct answer. Now comes the last question of this paper. Choose the most suitable option to complete the conversation. Astrid, my brother has really gone dash far this time. I have no space left to do my work. So here far this time. So how far? So you need an adverb of degree here. So the correct answer for this would be my brother has really gone too far this time. So it's option D, the correct answer for this question. Okay, so this is how you have to solve your SOF English Olympiad paper.